we are recording this just one day prior to National Signing Day, December 15th. Lincoln Riley, much made of course, his departure from Oklahoma going to USC and the number of decommits from Oklahoma and how many are following him. The one that made the big splash is not necessarily a 22 commit, but a 23 in the number one quarterback in the nation in Malachi Nelson. In regards to what we know about who's moved with him and other guys on the fence who may choose USC, what's the latest?
Well, I think the main thing, Mark, is people have been wondering if Caleb Williams was going to follow Lincoln Riley from Oklahoma to USC. Now, nothing's official, but if you were to evaluate the status of Caleb Williams and where he's going to play in 2022, you would have to say it's leaning toward Oklahoma at this point. Caleb Williams attended Oklahoma basketball games in recent weeks at the Lloyd Noble Center in Norman. So, like, if you were going to just look at a situation, he also, Brent Venables was announced and he appeared at that press conference, I believe. So that would have to indicate that he's likely to stay at Oklahoma and that there's not really much to point to in terms of him coming to USC. So, like, that leaves us with Jackson Dart. And, like, USC fans, I think, to Jackson Dart, but I think most of them would also say, Jackson Dart, we're good. He's talented. He showed a lot in the action that he received this season, and now he's going to get quality coaching and quality player development from Lincoln Riley and his staff. So Jackson Dart under Lincoln Riley, yeah, USC fans are going to be happy with that. I mean, Caleb Williams would have been a dream, but Jackson Dart under Lincoln Riley, like the thing that USC fans and the thing that anyone close to the program has been emphasizing over the past few years is that, Clay Helton did not develop players. And so you take Jackson Dart and his raw material, his raw skills, there's total trust that Lincoln Riley would be able to develop Jackson Dart into an elite college quarterback. So there's total confidence there. And if that's the scenario, USC fans are ready to ride in 2022.
So, Matt, do we believe Keaton Slovis made his decision based on seeing that Jackson Dart, even in this 21 season, had eclipsed him, and maybe a combination of Lincoln Riley coming in and wanting a more mobile quarterback?
I think that's part of it, but I think the main thing is that, he knew that either Jackson Dart or Caleb Williams, one of the two, was going to be the QB1 at USC. And the other thing is, Mark, and you know this, that Graham Harrell, was not going to be retained as offensive coordinator. So that's the guy that Slovis worked with for 3 different seasons in a very particular system, the air raid. So Lincoln Riley's going to do something entirely different, unique and original. And so Keaton Slovis didn't have a home there, and he knew that. And I think the only question was, Mark, it was if Keaton Slovis was going to enter the NFL draft, maybe thinking he could become like a Davis Mills, someone that a team and a not very good team, more specifically, would fall in love with in round 3. Somewhere on late day 2, early day 3 of the draft. So he's not going to get the huge paycheck, but he's going to get into the NFL sooner rather than later. Was he going to do that, or was he going to wait one more year, realize he needed to polish his game if he wants to be a top 10, top 15 NFL draft pick? So clearly Slovis made the choice that, yeah, I want to be a first rounder. I want to give that a shot. And that means delaying his entry into the NFL draft. And I'd say, if that's the calculus, that's a smart move. And in terms of where Keaton Slovis goes, well, he's not going to Washington since Michael Penix is going there. He worked under Kalen DeBoer at Indiana when DeBoer was the offensive coordinator under Tom Allen. So it's going to be fascinating to see where Slovis goes. And, Spencer Rattler was crystal balled by 247 Sports to UCLA. So that didn't happen since he's headed off to South Carolina. So the QB market place for Keaton Slovis. That's a very fascinating plot point in the transfer portal.